Dearest gentle viewer, welcome to my channel. Today, I will talk about an important topic that is often considered off limits by others. To start off, I have a question for foreigners who have just visited or already live in the Philippines. The question is, what have you observed physically about Filipinas? For me, I have noticed a trend of weight gain among Filipinos. I have a German friend who visited the Philippines 30 years ago. He mentioned that back then, he rarely saw a Filipino who was overweight because most of the Filipinas back then were slim. And according to him, fast food chains in the Philippines are now very accessible. Burgers and fries are becoming cheaper. Let's also acknowledge that the street foods are also everywhere. And more mini food stores are opening. So that means Filipino people are eating larger portions more frequently than before. And I personally agree. I personally see my loved ones, my colleagues, and my neighbors gaining weight. And I always receive remarks to eat more because for them, I look malnourished. This video is not about body shaming Filipinos. Instead, I would like to delve into why certain foods are so beloved in our culture, the role they play in our daily lives, and how this differs from other countries. And for those Westerners who haven't visited the Philippines yet, well, this video is just a glimpse into the reality and changes happening in my country. There is a recent statistics that show that obesity may increase among Filipinos by year 2025. This is really a concerning news to everyone. Filipinos love big parties. Westerners, have you ever tried eating a whole lechon at a Filipino house just to celebrate a birthday? Now, a lechon is a very big pork that is presented in the table. And have you noticed that having 3 guests is not enough, but having more than 20 guests is better? This implies that Filipinos prepare a buffet-style menu for gatherings with more meat and with more rice. For Filipinos, less meat and rice just isn't considered food. For Filipinos, the more the merrier. But do we think about the aftermath? Well, not really. Personally, I think Filipinos tend to focus on the present moment. But is this mindset culturally ingrained? Filipinos value food above almost everything else. We prefer to have plenty of food today rather than thinking about tomorrow or the next week. We used to value happiness in the present. But the question is this still valid? There is a noticeable difference compared to other countries like, let's say, Japan, Cambodia, and let's say Vietnam. These countries eat much healthier, and these countries practice portion control. As I mentioned earlier, if there is no meat and if there is no rice, it is not considered food in the Philippines. What do Filipinas like to eat? It is so obvious, everyone. We love carbs on carbs. We eat rice with bread. We eat rice with pancit. Pancit is a rice flour noodles. And we eat rice with spaghetti. We also love kakanin, and these are native delicacies. And don't forget our love of potato snacks like let's say French fries, chips, and burgers. Despite living in a tropical country where we sweat a lot from daily activities, recent statistics still show weight gain among Filipinas. And why is this happening? For me, the level of consumption plays a major role. Filipinas eat way too much and have improper eating habits. Additionally, let's also acknowledge the stress from work or stress from personal situations that would lead to stress eating. An American friend observed that people here value things differently than in the West. He visited once a province in the Philippines with a large area of unused land but no gardens. In the West, growing a garden is so common. You will really see all the green fields in the West. Another observation from him is that if a province Filipina moves to the city for work, she may prefer to watch television or scroll through TikTok or Facebook all day instead of growing things. Again, this is not a question of money, but a question of culture and tradition. We are not inclined to grow our own food. It is not in our culture to celebrate or eat less rice and meat. The concept we often follow is today, let's eat more, and tomorrow, let's worry about finances. That's all for today, dearest viewers. Stay tuned for more videos. Ciao!